Well, welcome back to part 2 of the missing persons case, the cold case of Ann Marie Kelley. We are in Beatrice right now at a private lake. We have permission here. Right off the dock, we've got 7.2 feet farther out, 10 foot. Sure, it's private, but they have to be checked. SCC is located over there. Right over there is the school. She supposedly was leaving SCC to go to the school. There is some information that says maybe she was going home and stuff like that. So we're trying to check all the bodies of water within that area. So why don't you pull the sonar bobber in, Zach, and we're going to get the boat out and we're going to do a quick sonar scan of this lake. Ann went missing April 15th, 2008. This lake was last dredged in 2002. So there's a possibility that her van, a 91 Plymouth Voyager, could be in here. So that is why we are going to scan this one here today. Here's our little Garmin sonar bobber that we're using. Bluetooth to our screen, then we can look at our depths, check it off, or get the boat out in sonar, and that saves a lot of time. It only takes a foot or two of water over the top of a car to conceal it. So anything that we see that is over 5 foot deep, we sonar. We want to be able to check things off the list and say, hey, her van is not in here. Part of this lake on the other side was easy 7, 8, 9 foot. We're running 5.5 foot over on this side. There's many places between these houses right off the main road that it's 9, 10 foot deep along here. This is spring fed, so not a lot of water level goes down over time. Right along here we have the seawall for the properties. Give you an idea, there's an aerator there pumping air up in water, and we're going to go over that with the live scan here, and we'll be hitting it in 3, 2. See the fish around the bubbles? Years ago, before they built this lake, the road came right through here, and there's the road, and it went to the other side, and they just built the dam and left the bridge and the road there. So now we're on top of the road. We're showing ourselves 3 foot deep. We're live scanning right now, and we're going to navigate over the old road here. You gotta think how many boats have come through here. Wasn't a real tall bridge, seeing that we're only 3 foot up right now. Probably not rated for farm equipment. We're gonna come back around again over this road, and this time we are gonna go side scan only, and we'll be able to watch us here. Now all of a sudden the road is appearing because our water column is narrower. And then we'll start to see the truss work of the bridge. It's about 2 seconds after we get it on the get the transducer lined up with it. So there we go. There's part of the old structure. Casting shadows, the bridges are, so you can tell it's got some height. And then if we go off the old road, all of a sudden the black, which is our depth from the boat down to the bottom, is going to get bigger. A little bit about how you use the sonar. These are all shadows that are cast from the steel. Now we're in a spot offshore that gets about 13 foot deep, and we're looking at the screen here, and it appears that we have picnic tables that have been brought out during low spells and we're at the bottom. So we've got a road that comes straight through a picnic area to an opening here. What it was like 18 years ago, I don't know. But what do we got for depth, Zach?
3.4.
He's showing 3.4 foot, and we are out 70 feet. So we are going to rule this area out as not hiding, possibly hiding a vehicle. Well, we're out here doing Burchard Lake, and we got a little friend over here, a little helper. So is that a muskrat?
That's a log that's on.
Yeah. So we're trying to cram in this lake right now, and then we'll be heading over to Pawnee City for supper. Oh, just went in. We just missed the crane. I don't know where he went. Got some friendly geese off to the side. Sitting at 7.5 foot right now. Quick wrap up of today. We hit a private lake and sonared that. We finished up at Rockford Lake and went through Burchard for the fun of it and did that one. We're down in Pawnee City right now at Shirley's getting some good old small town cafe food. Zach, what did you get for this side?
Cowboy bites that have cream cheese, jalapenos, and bacon.
Cream cheese, jalapenos, and bacon. When I asked her what those were and she told me, I said, yep, I'll stick with the onion rings. So anyway, we got those 3 places marked off the list, and we got some leads on some more places and some contact information on some rock quarries. So we're getting those lined up. On a boat ramp such as this, a vehicle can make it out quite a bit because of the angle into the water. It's not running very parallel, but it actually allows a vehicle to penetrate out into the middle more. Also, a vehicle like her 91 Plymouth Voyager minivan, a lot of cabin area compared to weight. It can float 1,000 yards downstream. So we're going to be scanning 3/4 of a mile up and down this area. I am now on the Missouri River, about mid-river. That's the boat ramp that I came in on. I shot across over here to get things set up, and we are going to go down and scan. I am holding steady in the current at just above idle. There's idle. So this is actually doing real good on the river. We're going to head down about 1,000 yards. We'll scan as we go down, but we want to scan on the way up for best results. Out here running some sonar on the Missouri over by the Peru. There's the boat dock clear up there. I turn around at 1,000 yards down. Actually looking pretty good. It's been clean for the last couple passes. A lot of silt though, probably over the years. I just got done scanning a boat dock to 1,000 yards down. Made about 5-6 passes in there, looking for Ann Marie Kelley's 91 Plymouth Voyager minivan that her and the van have never been seen since April 15th, 2008. People ask, how are you doing this? This is a Missouri River. I've got an inflatable here. Everything is modular. I can air it down, fold it up, put it in the back of my minivan. My sonar, all modular. One piece. I got gas and I got electric up there, depending on the situation. If it's a small pond or a big lake, I pick the electric or gas. I can set up pretty quickly, pretty fast. We have a sonar bobber, a castable sonar bobber that we can throw in an area first to see if it is deep enough to even run the boat in. And then I can have the boat ready in 15 minutes. You know, just kind of a sad story. The family and a lot of close friends for 18 years, not knowing what has happened to her. So I'm trying to do in my part of being able to scan, maybe bring some answers or answers where it's not. Right now I have probably cleared almost 24 bodies of water to today. And so we will be continuing as weather permits to do other boat ramps here on the Missouri River, looking for Ann Marie Kelley. I'm out here at a campground where they have a bunch of springs and ponds, lakes, quite a few of them. Run the sonar bobber, checking them all out. I'll probably drop in anywhere there's multiple locations where cars could enter the water, see if there's any deep spots and stuff. So there's about 4 or 5 here that I'm going to do. Just cast in about 20 foot offshore, and I'm running 8 foot right here in this one. There's multiple like old sand pit quarries in this campground. Most likely we're going to be bringing the boat down here and putting in. Like I said, these are spring fed. It's 100 degrees out here. Haven't had rain down here for a while, and it's going over the overflow. I'm running 8 foot out there right now at this spot. What better place to hide something that won't be found by sonar than places that don't allow boats with sonar. So many good spots. Keep casting. There was one ramp that I wanted to do that I didn't do when I was in Peru last time. So I hopped in the river here so I could buzz up and do this ramp up this tributary river. And then my friend was driving the vehicle down to Brownville. Then I was going to meet back up with him at this ramp, and he would head towards Brownville if everything was okay. And I would go down the river so I didn't have to pack everything up. It was about a 5-mile trip, and then we would scan down at the boat ramp down there. Would also give me a chance to test out some of this stuff on the river also. Got up to this boat ramp up here on this river, and it's pretty shallow. There are a couple deep pockets. There's one here. I'm going to sonar this, and then I'm going to be heading back to the Missouri and headed downstream to the next boat ramp. We do have a 12-foot deep pocket here, 10 foot, right by this ramp where the current comes around. We're going to scan this pocket, then we're going to be heading back. Brownville has a lot of history to it. Also, the boat ramp is almost perpendicular to the river, and it is straight across east on the map from Filley, Beatrice area. This ramp would allow a vehicle to go in farther, which would allow it to float down river farther, so I kept that in mind as I scanned. I went farther down 1,000 yards and scanned half the river here. Some of the old boats. I was actually on that boat during the junior-senior prom. This is a dredge. That's a museum piece down there now. So I'm scanning 70 foot either side. This is the rock wall of the shore over there. 13 foot deep here. So 13 foot from my boat. The black is the water. There's 20, so there's 13. So there's the bottom. And this is everything right of the boat and everything left of the boat. This is what the bottom looks like right now, texture-wise. If I came over something that was a big shoebox like a van, and right over, directly over the top of it, I'd see it here, and I'd also see it on the left side and the right side as I split it down the center. The side scan is a very variable tool. We also have live scan. We don't have that in the water right now. If we find a target that we want to mark, we will then stick it in and then mark it with a magnet and a buoy. I'm going about 1,000 yards down from the boat ramp, and then I scan upriver. As you can see, there's the old dredge and the hotel and the restaurant on the river. Looking pretty good, kind of silty, wavies, hills down there. You're seeing some shadows. There, here we got a shadow on the back side. It's not long enough. It's only 5 foot. Make about 5 passes on this here. They did, the State Patrol, I heard from a local a couple years ago, there was a car that was dumped in here that they scanned and pulled out. So I know that part of this was scanned since 2008. Nobody that I talked to has come over here and scanned this part of the river, so we're going to do it. One thing about the Missouri River, it doesn't dry up. So we're 14.5 feet right now, 82-degree water. Something would hide in here and never be found because of low water levels. I know I'm getting about 20 to 25 feet out in the center of the channel. Cars can float a long ways downriver as it's sinking. It's a pretty ripping current here. Even though we did not find Ann Marie Kelley's 91 Plymouth Voyager minivan today, or in this episode, we have now found 21 or so places that it is not. We are going to continue as we get permissions to do other places. This is a flyer of her. In the description will be links to her story.